welcome and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to make earrings. Yes, so the first thing we are going to do is get this yarn through this bead, and you can as well use a hook, you can use a needle to just get this through. So I'll be using my hook, and you just need to get the yarn on the hook and then pull through that, and you have it. So after that we are going to go ahead and make I'm going to make a slip stitch at the end, this short end. So you see that my bead is on the other side, but I go ahead and make a slip stitch this side, just like that. Yeah, so you're going to have to get your hook in your slip stitch, and we shall use that to make our chain. So I'll just tighten this on my hook. I'm using the thin end of my hook. This is my double-sided hook. Those who watched my first video, you know it. So it's the one I'm using, and I'm using thin yarn. It's acrylic, 100% acrylic robin. Yeah, so we are going to go ahead and make a chain here. So we make a chain, and you can see that I'm holding my bead right here. So I'll make one more chain, and we are going to go now into that space. You can see that space between the bead and the yarn, and we are going to make 10 single crochets. You're going to have 10 single crochets going into that. So that is just the first single crochet, and I'm going to have more 10 single crochets going into that space between the bead and the yarn. And I hope you do the same, and we shall meet at the end of that. So we are done with the single crochets. That was our 10th single crochet. We are going to go ahead and make the second row of this earring. So I'll just go ahead and chain 3. We are going to chain 3 and 3. We are going to chain 3 because we are going to work with double crochets. So what I need to do is turn my work. Now we are going to be putting two double crochets in each single crochet that we had before, making a total of 20 stitches. So we shall have 20 stitches by the time we get to the end. So I make sure I have 2 in each. This is the second one in the same stitch. So now I go to the next stitch. This is 1 and 2 in the same stitch. So we are putting two double crochets in each single crochet. Just go through this one more time. We are still working with the second stitch. So I'm going to the third, and that is the first double crochet, and then you go in with the second double crochet in the same stitch. So you need to remember that we are going to be putting two in each single crochet so that you can have a maximum of 20 by the time we get to the end. You keep doing that, and I'll do that, and we shall meet back at the end of our row. So we are back. That is the end of our second row. I hope you have reached here too. So we have so far 2 rows. That is the first one, and that is the second. So we are going to chain 2 and turn, and we shall have a half double crochet in that very stitch. That very stitch of the chain, we shall have a half double crochet. So you go ahead and make your half double crochet, and we are going to skip 1, and after we are going to follow this. After skipping 1, we shall have a single crochet in the next chain, a half double crochet in the same space, a double crochet in the same space, a half double crochet, then a single crochet. And that will actually help us achieve that triangle form. Then we skip 2 and repeat the same process. After skipping 2, we have a single crochet, a half double crochet, a double crochet, a half double crochet, and a single crochet in the same stitch. Then you skip 2 again, and you keep doing that until you get to the end. Now, when you get to the end, towards the end you realize that you only need to skip one and not two, and then you crochet in the last one, and we shall only have a half double crochet in the last one, and we shall not have the other stitches. So let us start. We shall skip one, have a single crochet first. Just follow the diagram before. We shall have a single crochet, and after the single crochet we shall go ahead and make a half double crochet. It is in the same space, in the same chain space. Go ahead and have a half double crochet, and then we shall have a double crochet still in the same space. Now this marks the peak of our triangle, and then to go back down we just go back with the half double crochet, and after the half double crochet you still go back with a single crochet in the same space. From there we go ahead and skip two chain spaces, we skip two, and then we shall do the same in the next space, and we shall keep skipping two until you realize you have reached the end. So towards the end you realize you only need to skip one, just like at the beginning where we skipped one. We skip one and we shall have just a half double crochet in the last space. Like we started with a half double crochet, we shall have a half double crochet at the end too, just like that, and that is it. So all you need to do is follow that diagram. Let me put it back up again. You just need to follow this and keep doing that until you reach the end, and I'm going to meet you guys at the end and I'll show you how to attach the hook, and you'll have your earring ready. So I've reached the end, and this is where I make the half double crochet. Actually, let me just redo it on camera. So here I go ahead and make my half double crochet, the last stitch, and I'll go ahead and make one chain to fasten my work, and you can as well just go ahead and cut your yarn. Yeah, so just to fasten it, you just go ahead and pull this. Yeah, just pull it, and you'll have tightened it so you don't want to do your work, and that is just it. And then we can go ahead and tuck in these small pieces of yarn that are lingering. You go ahead and tuck them in. I'll show you how to tuck them in. You can just find just any random space on your work, on your earring, where you can fix that, and you want to make sure it won't look ugly. Where you fix it, it will look like as if it was natural, so you want it to look like it was a natural chain. You go ahead and just tuck that in around. You can go around the earring. You can just keep doing that until the yarn is really short. Just find some random space and just tuck it in so that it looks natural. You don't want your earring to look shabby. So I'll just tuck this in and I'll be back to insert the hook. So I am done tucking in my excess yarn. So I'm going to just go ahead and attach this ring. This is what I'm going to attach first before I attach my hook. I'm going to just go ahead and use my scissors to open it. You can always use whatever you have at hand. I don't have anything else to use to open it, so I'll use my pair of scissors. Yeah, it's open. So I'm going to go ahead and fix this right at the top. So right through the, this is the double crochet that we made because it's the one that kept making the peak. Yeah, so you want to go through that space of the double crochet and make sure I can do it. Let me see if I can just pull it. Okay, that is impossible. So I'll just use the hook itself, the ring, to go through here, and there you have it. It's in. We are in. So I'll just go ahead and attach my hook, and I'm still going to fasten this with my pair of scissors. Like I said, I have nothing to use for this, so I'm going to just fasten it with my pair of scissors. You can see that it's already looking pretty. You can tell it's already going to turn out beautiful. So I'm sorry, but I kept moving from one part to another and my camera lost focus, but yeah, we're still there. So I'll just fasten this with my pair of scissors so that our hook doesn't get out. And I needed to use my fingers too. This is really hard. It was really hard and painful, and sometimes I don't advise you to use your fingers. Find something you can use to fasten that. You don't want to have pain in your fingers before you know it. And I almost cut myself. Oh my god. But okay, here we are, and we have our earring. Beautiful, pretty. It turned out so nice. Thank you guys for watching my videos. If you like this content, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, because you wouldn't want to miss out in any more videos. So please hit the subscribe button, leave a comment to motivate me to make more content. Thank you so much. We'll meet in my next video. Bye bye.